and all team members and jury members show your face. Yeah, it's going to be used only for reporting. Camera Sagra. Okay, thank you. So now you can start.
Okay. Dear professors and judges, I would like to extend a greeting of this day. And we are team number 1, and today we will be the icebreaker of this hackathon. And our topic is green transition, ecosystem services, and these services in the GIR district. And our mentor is Ruthie from Estonia University of Life Sciences, and the team constitutes of 4 people. 4 people. Lecturer from Darhan's Life Sciences University, Zolpo, and first and second grade student. It's the Darhan's Life Science University. And my slide is moving.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. And also, one of our team members are officially out of the team, and now we are going to present 4 people. And we choose the Ulaanbaatar has about 200 horrors. It means small administrative units after the district, and now we are choosing one of the horrors. It's called 26th horror of the bilingual district, and it's the area near the Gandung built at the beginning of the 19th century for Buddhist rituals, and now it's been a scientific, historical, and cultural center for Mongolian. But despite this central location, the surrounding districts remains undeveloped under the Gandun, and we chose this area for the hackathon. And before the presentation starts, let me show a video for you. Okay, this is the round of the Gandun Monastery and the around Gir districts. And Gir areas or Gir district in Ulaanbaatar is a home to low and middle income households, and also loosely lined plots, unpaved and irregular pathways, mostly consists of unserved Girs and detached houses, poor insulation, and also reliance on the coal and wood stoves, also major source of CO2 emissions, and in winter it is source of the air pollution also. But also most households of there have secure land tenure at least. Oh, sorry. And here our study area for Holy. This is local Gandung building, and this is our choosing location for Hackathon. And the monastery located at the bilingual district, I told you earlier, and total area consists of 10.7 hectares, and it has a few apartments, almost 19, and households consists of 1,500 households, and total population is about almost 5,000. But it has a lot of business companies or communities, around 220. But it has 3 schools and 1 kindergarten. And our team calculated the areas CO2 absorption rate and also total area, etc. And as you have seen, total area is 10.7 hectare, and green space is only 0.8 hectares, and annual CO2 absorption rate about 4.5 tons hectare a year. But total area is like 9.8 hectares. And total CO emission is higher than the normal CO2 absorption. And why we chosen this area as for our hackathon means that it's a cultural, religious, and urban core of this city, but also high visibility, high impact potential, and also urban environmental degradation, and also it has diverse stakeholders with strong community engagement and visibility and replicability. But the households in the Gandang area is densely populated, and it has extremely limited available land, and some households and family has about 300 square meter yards and fences, and there is no possibility to build any other facilities, and also to grow trees, private green areas, gardening, etc. And from 19 to 21 June of 2024, we went to the Gandang area with the team, and our objectives were to understand residents' views, perception, and concerns about their living area, and also identifying key problems related to the urban environmental condition, and also seeking the institutional solutions for green planning. And this is the actual appearance of this site, and we are meeting the local residents here and taking some surveys from them. And she's a 63 years old woman living in, she was living there for 6 years, and she replied our survey that some government and some governments, capital organizations promising a lot of nice things and also good on papers, but there is no achievements on the development and infrastructure development for them. And she expressed her opinion that we wanted to have central sewer system and remove the pit latrines, means wooden toilets, etc. And also we wanted to sit in a safe small green garden, but we don't have here yet. And she complained a lot. And also we met this woman, 55 years old, and she was living here for the whole time of his lifetime, and she also expressed her opinion that some households and families in their purchased their fences and yards for the money, and they moved anywhere else and built the private rental houses a lot of, and there is no responsibility for the rental public houses, and a lot of residents there made inappropriate behavior for their round. And also she want to have a green garden in the nearest area, but they have a small garden in south of the garden, but it has a lot of pigeons, doves, because of the inappropriate feeding of the people, and it is so unsuitable for them to take a rest, so she complained. And this is the only they're having green space area, and why we chose this area is it met some criteria of the NBS, and number one is suitability. This is a public land and existing with some basic infrastructure, and also flat, dust resistant, and also suitable for planting trees and shrubs. And also number two is accessibility. It's centrally located and within 10 or 5 or 10 minutes walk for all local residents or other people can walk using four gates of Gandang. And also accessible to elderly people or children, but minor upgrades also needed for there. And viability is it's a publicly designated land, and but though it may face some administrative delays, and viability is not that good for this time. And maybe because of some political decision, government or political situation, there may be some changes, and we can't predict that. And we related the ecosystem services and the services of the area. And number one ecosystem services, this garden serves as a spiritual and social space near the Gandang area or other the visitors of the Gandang, and also residents of here will take a rest, and they have a quiet resting time, and maybe feeding pigeons will give them some spiritual or vacationing things. And also it will be biodiversity macrohabitat also. And the garden has some trees, but the few existing trees slightly reduce the temperature in the summer, we hope. And ecosystem disorders or risks means it's air pollution in the winter and also noise pollution. This is a public greenery, and also with the car road, so because of the car horn or other factors, there were a lot of noise when we went for the field trip. And also, as some local residents complained, some people feed the pigeon a lot of amount, and unpleasant smells and waste accumulation were there. And also excessive feeding the pigeons excessively may attract vermins, insects, and also poor landscapes around them. random will reduce the visual appeals of people. And we are planning to community-led eco park, and its benefit is with ecological restoration and smart zoning redesign. This garden can be transferred from a neglected urban patch into multifunctional green space, offering spiritual, environmental, and social benefits. And we are planning to following activities for the community-led eco park, that including improve air quality with the native trees such as a maple, elm, poplar, etc., and also peaceful, inclusive space for rest, prayer, and learning for the monks, their pilgrims there, also visitors and local residents there, and also support livelihoods of the bird feeding sellers of they're shifting them to the plant seed sellers into. And also in Mongolian we have a saying that you will have three things in your lap. Number one is have a child, and number two is plant a tree, and number three is write a book. And using this inspiration, we want to link our project into these insights, and also through their insights, we wanna make awareness for the people around Mongolia, not only in Gand area. We'll make a donation fund or anything else, so like a crowdfunding action for the establishment of the park. And this is our designing of the garden. This is before it's our current situation of the garden, and there is a lot of pavements and a few trees there, and we wanna make some lawns there and build some spiritual or religious related sculpture for the pilgrims or visitors in the Gandon district, and also make a permeable, using permeable stones, we will make a payments for the people like this. And also we wanted to make a solar panel lights for there, and also wanted to build a small wooden house for the sellers there for selling plant seeds, annual plant seeds or tree seeds instead of the bird feeding, pigeon feeding.
Okay. Okay, it seems you finished. Okay.
Yeah, some of my slides are disappearing. So sorry, but it's our solution is ended.
So did you finish your presentation?
Yeah, we made some budget, and we will attach it into the report.
Maybe you just want to screen share, like just quickly the report that we wrote, and don't explain, just quickly share, screen share.
Our team member Talba will share it with you.
I mean, here you can just like slide through or something. If you can't, it's okay.
Talba, you hear me?
Yes, I
Sorry,
have.
guys. If somebody wants to ask the question and comments, please raise your hand. Otherwise, it's messy. Okay, Attila, you have a question, please.
Yes, I'm happy to look at the report also, meanwhile, so maybe you can look it up. My question would be, who do you imagine would pay for this? could you imagine maybe other stakeholders getting involved in the financing or the implementation? I don't know, the monastery, some businesses, besides the municipality, or who do you think should lead this project? Is my question. Like, who should lead this and who should pay for it?
It's a crowdfunding. Municipality won't make a budget for these kind of things. I know that their operations very well. So maybe some businesses, but we didn't discuss the businesses. Our main goal is to make a crowdfunding for the garden, just using some religious beliefs of people. And if people use their money or beliefs for making garden for them, they will love the garden more, we believed.
Okay, so complete like community ownership from the beginning.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ricardo, you have a question, please.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your presentation. It was a nice presentation. I've got a question for you. I mean, in your understanding, how do you feel? Because as I understood so far, this kind of idea of this project is a community-based project, community-led project. I would like to know, in your opinion, in your understanding, which should be the very first step for involving the local community on developing such a kind of project? I mean, the very first step, because it's not so sure that people in the local community would like to be part of this project. So how you can understand, how you can trigger and start this kind of community involvement as a very first step?
Okay, at first we will use the social media platforms, using social platforms, and then if the local residents want to make any slight action for the garden, we will also make a whole country campaign using the social platforms or other TV media sectors using.
Okay.
And I believe that any government organization won't help us for that thing. So it's a youth-led. It will be a youth-led activity.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So now we have only 5 minutes, and next question is from jury member Anton.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm curious a bit about some of the solutions. Say that one about shifting sales from pigeon food to, yes,
Okay.
to plant and seed sales. Regarding this one, I would have like two concerns. First of all, like how much space would you have there to actually plant your trees and plants? Because I understand that you receive the area receives a huge amount of pilgrims, and the area is not that huge, so probably you cannot plant too much stuff there. And another one, how much the bird feed sellers would be interested in shifting the business? Did you talk to any with them?
This is it's about 500 square meter. It's a very small area, but we will make it more green and use native tree, planting native trees. And also, oh, sorry, I forgot your second question.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, if well, there are those bird feed sellers, and you suggest that it would be for them a better business opportunity, or like equally good business opportunity if they sell plant seeds. This tiny area, and you have a lot of pilgrims, would it really create a sustainable business opportunity for those people? I mean, because there is not so much space to plant the trees and other plants.
Also, now there is a lot of merchants and bird feed sellers are working them. Also, the governor of the district also prohibits to sell the pigeon feed, but they also continue in the business. So they need any business space for them. If we prohibit wholly for their activity, they will have no living source.
Yeah, that's sad. And I was curious about your list of native trees. Is maple really native to Mongolia?
Some of the households planting the maple, and it also has growing good.
Yeah, but I suppose that in fact that's an invasive species from Canada, most likely. At least those maples I saw in Ulaanbaatar. So it's indeed it has chances for growing good, but like I guess not native by any means. So just probably you brand it differently.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm done.
Okay, so now we have only 3 minutes left, and next question is from Ruti, and then I'm going to ask one more question, and then we will finish.
Yeah, I don't have a question, but then I wanted to answer about the this rice feeders selling rice seeds for the pigeons. So they just wanted, like when we went there, they were just hiding and then like discreetly selling the rice, because from the monastery they were like with microphones, they were telling don't sell this and all. So basically for them it was just about income of money. So apart from seeds, yeah, the space is very small and then there will not be enough seeds to plant, but we can make an awareness that planting a seed is better, and for them it's going to be income, and for the others it's not about only planting in that area, but then making the city, or planting outside in the city as well, and not just in that area. And of course we are also open to suggestions where we can sell stuff other than the seeds as well. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to answer.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the last question, and before that, can you show us your report? Because from report, we would like to see scientific validity, the referencing.
Okay.
Stop sharing the PPT and share your report.
Okay, let me wait.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, and maybe just scroll down slowly and we can just quickly look at report.
Okay. Okay. So. Submit a classification for the green and blue infrastructure in the area.
Yes.
So, but I couldn't include in the PPT.
Okay, referencing. Okay, so later on I will share your report to our jury members. So just one question is, because of your idea and the solution is to increase green and open space for the community. So you call the community garden. So did you count it, and how many square meter of gray and green infrastructure is now existing, and how much are you going to increase that green and reduce the gray infrastructure?
Okay.
Did you make some calculation?
We made a calculation, but some of our members sent us, but maybe some technical problems it's missing. But I will also can add the report and send you. Is it possible?
I think it's too late.
Sorry, let me wait.
Yeah, if you have now, you can just show us. If not, it's late.
I think it was a part of
Yeah, it
one
was
of the
in the
first
slides.
slides. It
was
was
in
in
the
the first
slides.
slides. It's like
Okay.
10% somewhere on the
Okay,
third
okay.
slide.
Also,
I'm sorry.
we made a calculation for the our
Next slide, I
cartoon.
think.
Also, this it's just
Okay,
calculation
okay.
of the whole
Yes,
area.
yes, yes.
But
No,
we
it's
made
the
our
next one.
calculation,
Yeah.
Professor.
Yeah. Including
Okay,
the
okay.
The
physical.
next slide ones to the next slide ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. Time's up. So, and I wish for your first team that works on the GIRT district, which is there is a lot of issues. And yeah, I wish you success. And then now it's time's up. We're going to finish the meeting. So
Yeah,
all the
thank you,
team
guys.
members of
Very
the
nice
first
job.
team, you can leave the meeting.
Okay.
And then I'm going to invite second team.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Okay, so do you remember? So do we need to discuss about, so it's because of we had the
Maybe at
5
the end.
minutes, yeah, that we can discuss what was the advantage and what of the disadvantage of this first team.
Should we discuss now or at the end when we saw all of them?
Or maybe, okay, maybe just end of the whole presentation. Yeah, maybe it's good to compare which one is good, which one is not very good. Okay, so I'm going to invite second team. Sorry, yeah, I'm still talking. Just turn on the microphone. Okay, so all team members of the second team is now online. So first before you start your presentation, please turn on your camera just for reporting.
Hello everyone. Okay.
Camera negative report જરૂર миний ярьж байгаа ойлгож байна уу?
Hi, teachers.
Okay, thank you very much. So now you can start your presentation, and you have the 15 minutes to present. And I still didn't receive your report in PPT.
I'll send it to you right away.
Okay. So please go ahead.
Oh my God.
Who's going to present from your team?
I'll present.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to share my presentation, but there's a problem. Okay, I'll share my screen.
Yes.
Can share the only window. I think now you can see my.
Yes, we can see, but you can make it full screen your presentation.
Yeah. So now it's full.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, good afternoon, everyone. We are ready. Our team is ready to present our team or work for the hackathon, and we worked on Michelle Botanical Park, and this is the brief contents of our presentation. Who we are and what was our case study and what are the challenges and solutions and also questions and answers. Yeah. So next, our team, we have 5 members, and our mentor was Attila. First, we are most of us like environmental studies and environmental engineering field work and study in this field, and also for the role we worked as a team, and every member was so active for this case, and we like also we worked as a team, also we worked as a separate member for the hackathon, and I hope all of the members, I can see the screen, so I hope all of the members are here. And yeah, so next, our case study was Michelle Botanical Park, and the main one of the main thing is for this park is this is the first nature-based solutions for Mongolia for the Urban Nature Atlas, and for them it's such a huge motivation to improve their park for the further and for the next step. And also we noticed that this when we meet the Michelle managers and some stakeholders, On the first of all, we collected some information about Michelle Botanical Garden, and also introduced some brief report. Yeah, so next, what are the challenges for us, and what did we do? And first, we conducted some surveys because from visitors, because they are the main target, which is can identify the challenges, because they are visiting every day, and also they are one of the main people from the or our hackathon solution. Yeah. So next, we met mentor in the field, and also Michelle manager, and what are the problems for them from their point of view. And also we worked in the field for a couple of days. Yeah, first we conducted some surveys from visitors, and it's like very short 12 questions, and actually there's nothing like strange or some kind of different
Sorry, we couldn't hear you. Maybe there is some
for
internet.
the
Yeah,
Okay.
internet problem.
Maybe if you turn off your video, could help.
oh yeah, let's try.
Okay.
Okay.
Make more camera on touch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next, gender. Next, the travel distance, because we want to know that the only residents around the park use the Michelle Botanical Garden, or people are coming from the Gerd district, or far from the location. But it's like almost the same. Mostly people are coming from closest distance, also some of the outskirts of the city, so we can see the result. And next, this is us during the survey. And next, we want to see what are the reasons they are visiting this park. But mostly it was like as we expected. Most people are coming to here like relax, spending time with family, friends, and do some exercise, and also scatter city nose. It was totally expected. And summary of the participant feedback: total of 50 participants, and 28 participants submitted some feedback, and most of them was pedestrian paths. It's really hard for walk, and especially if they have brother. And next, yeah, during on the right side of the slide, you can see there are people can't go with the stroller, and also there's a man on a wheelchair. It's really hard to visit the park. So this was from the visitor side. they mostly like wanted to some pedestrian path, not the road like now. Also, we talked to Michelle manager, and for the Michelle Park, it was one of the main problem was flood. So Michelle opened like 4 years ago, and last 2 years, the first years and the last year, this year it was not flooded, but before this year there is 2 years, during two years they had a huge flood, so it's really hard for them to deal with the flood, but it's kind of natural huge phenomenon, so mostly they can't do something for this. And next the challenge was the public awareness and attitude, because there were only 7 people working for this park management, so most of the visitors don't have the fully they don't care fully like a plant or some kind of trees, so they really think that some of this kind of solutions can deal with the public awareness and attitude. So next, what we find solutions to the challenges, and we think it have to be like win-win for the both sides, visitors and for the Michelle Park. And so this one, this one first, we need to do something for raising public awareness about the environment, and also we planned like maybe we can implement some kind of project like integrated lesson. And we visited science park during or some school, so we suggested that Michelle Park want to do this kind of activities or in this park. And also they said all kind of activities are welcome. So they contacted Science Cafe to run some activities on the park too, but they haven't replied yet. So this kind of activity can improve the public awareness, and also this can decide this can be a solution for the one of the challenges. Next, Michelle is implementing a sustainable flood management. This is like a these are some kind of survey we fund, and Michelle bordered the Tall River, and also this area is really prone to erosion and soil collapse. So this can be the problem for Michelle for the further. So they need to implement some kind of management for this challenge. For example, this is what we found. It's like eco dike or eco dime. It's it said
Nice.
they are nature friendly, and they're not concrete. They're not gray infrastructure. They're made from stones and wooden posts, etc. And maybe also they are not. We can move it if we don't need it, like not flooded. If it's not flooded, and So what is the function for this solution? It's like slows water circulation and prevents soil erosion. So maybe they can implement this kind of solution for the challenge. Next, of course, we have to consider both sides, feedback. So for the visitors, almost all of them want to pedestrian path, but it's not for the nature. It's not good for the nature. So also it's gray infrastructure. So I mentioned that during public awareness, we need to give them some information about how green infrastructure, like maybe it's good for us. It's not good for nature, like made in urban heat or something like that. So visitors really didn't have any kind of knowledge of this kind of information. They only want they only see their point of view. So this is maybe if we really need to build pedestrian path, we need to something more like nature-based solution, and we studied like two examples, one in Seoul. It's like it's not fully green infrastructure. It's combined with green infrastructure, also natural materials like stones, and also was another one is in Germany. It's like one of the with the project called Living River, and for the Michel Park, we can't build the hard concrete, but we can use permeable, I don't know, stones, natural stones for the path. But and also we talked about some kind of wooden path, but it's still if it's they said wood is not good. Wood is not it can't be used like a long time as a asphalt or some kind of material. So they said it's really not a good solution. So maybe this kind of a solution can help us, not fully. Yeah, it's another example for Vancouver, Canada, because Mongolia has a cold winter, so we studied some kind of cases for the same weather trees, and they also use the permeable pavers and porous asphalts. Porous asphalts can be resilient for the water, and also it have to be integrated with the rain gardens on green strips, not only some kind of green infrastructure, some kind of green infrastructure. So that was work for our team, and thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting and very constructive presentation. I'm really happy to listen to your presentation. So any questions from jury members? We have 10 minutes. Anton, please.
Yeah, thank you very much for the lovely presentation. It was really a pleasure to watch. I was curious, from my point of view, actually, that was the biggest kind of, not exactly selling point, but the most interesting feature of Michel Park, that, you know, it was penetrated by flooding waters during the flood events, both spring and summer ones, because this is exactly what provides for the natural dynamics or semi-natural dynamics of local ecosystems, like trees and all kind of local water bodies. So like in my perspective, I would rather focus on indeed on some things that would constrain erosion, like probably fortification of the banks. But on the other hand, I wouldn't be worried too much about flood waters coming in and out, and really would rather focus on the anti-erosion measures rather than on preventing the water from entering to the park. And in this respect, I have a little kind of half question, half remark. Why are you so much afraid of water coming in and out of the park?
Because for information that we have, like there's the Michel Park opened like 4 years ago, and for 2 years they flooded. It's not like something just you know level like ankle water. They flooded like maybe 1 meter high. So
yeah.
We imagine that this kind of water can destroy everything. So maybe also we discussed like that maybe location was not good from the beginning, but since it's still such a huge work, now we have to manage further, like so so that's why actually we don't see anything like obvious challenges for the Michel. That's why we talked manager, and for them flood was one of the biggest challenge. So that's why we mostly focused on this.
Okay, so you didn't
Yeah,
consider how to,
I can just
yeah.
reinforce that the manager really, when we asked the question, like what is like the biggest challenge, biggest concern, all she talked about is the flood and maybe people littering, you know, but like structurally, that was her main concern, which also was for me very interesting because I thought that it's acknowledged that this area gets flooded every 1 or 2 years, should be part of the normal process. This is why they have such light infrastructure anyway. But yeah, it was interesting.
That's why they have so many trees and all this nice. Yeah, that's interesting. And so you didn't have an idea actually on how to make use of the flood rather than to prevent it.
Okay, so next question is from Riccardo, Italy.
Yes, thank you very much, and my congratulations for this very good presentation, really. I've got only a question because as I understood so far, this kind of project was very well done and very well structured. But my question is, in particular, because as I understood, the Michel Park is located in such a kind of, I would say, remote place compared to the main urban center of Ulaanbaatar. And also I noticed that only 4% of the questionnaire respondees answered that only 4% said that they are going there because the park is very close to their place where they are living. So the point is that my question is for you is, what about the real accessibility of this urban park compared to the main city of Ulaanbaatar? Because urban park is quite remote and seems to be really difficult to be accessed. So in terms of, for example, of maybe, I would say, bike and pedestrian pathways, but also public transportation or stuff like this. So do you think that this could be a problem in terms of accessibility? So in terms of people that can really benefit from this urban park? So that's my question.
So before you answer, I would like just to recommend, it's good that if other members answer the question so that we can see all the team members, the participation based on your answers and who is answering, but not only one person.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it could be nice.
Yeah, it's just my recommendation for students.
Yeah.
Манайхнаас монголоор ярьчих болно. Ингэж ин ерөнхийдөө нөгөө хотын төвөөс хол байдаг. Тэгээд юу яасан гинэ? Зөвхөн 4% нь санал асуулт оролцсон, 4% нь нөгөө нэг юу яасан юм бэ? Ойрхон байдаг учраас ирнэ гэсэн санал өгсөн байна. Гэхдээ яг Мишель рүү одоо ингэж орж ирэхэд те ийм нөгөө хүртээмжтэй одоо нөгөө орц гарт тийм хүртээмжтэй байж чадах уу? Тэгээд тэрэн дээр ямар санал байна вэ? Дахиад хэдээс ямар нэг юм юу байна уу? Ямар нэг санал байна уу? Тэгвэл би орчуулад өгье заяа. Ямаагүй ингэж саналаа хийчих гэдэг. Байна уу?
Энэ хүртээмжтэй байна. Хүртээмжтэй тал дээр нөгөө Мишель нь гаднах машины зогсоол ихтэй. Тийм болохоор тэгээд нөгөө нэг алд татж байгаа Мишель маань өөрөө тийм байгалийн зохицолбор танин мэдгүн парк гэдэг утгаараа одоо 4 бүлгэн цаана 96% ингээд хол байсан ч гэсэн ирж байгаа учраас гадаад талбай зогсоол сайтай. Тэгээд ер нь бол хотын төвөөс хамгийн ойр парк учраас одоо байгалтай ойр парк учраас хүмүүс их ирдэг.
So I'll translate her answer, and for your question, yeah, it's like only 4% of the visitors come here because their home is near, and we thought in the city there's not that much, or we don't have that much urban space, so that's the main reason they are coming to Michelle. And also we noticed that, of course, there's only one entrance and exit for the Michelle, and all the participants, only one person wants to another exit and entrance. So we discussed like that maybe during our summer school. We talked about accessibility, you know, but maybe in real life, for the condition like for our city, it's people don't consider this kind of criteria. So yeah, that's why we really not focused on the this side of the challenge. Yeah, I think that was her answer.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I have one more question. Maybe it's almost the last. Again, can you show us your report?
Report?
Report means the Word file or maybe some kind of PDF file that we can see your scientific validity and also referencing from your report. And after that, there is one question from jury member, Professor Sotgerud.
Okay, I can share it now.
Yes, you can share now, and just scroll down slowly and we can see just quickly.
Yeah, but tell the truth, we're not ready because we thought only the PPT is needed, but so we still managed it the last moment. Okay, I'll share it.
Yeah, it can be just half and few pages. Actually, we not require like very scientific full report. Just we would like to see your.
So you can see, right? You see my screen.
Yeah, just slowly scroll down and yeah.
Yeah, this is the main page, and mostly for the solution.
SWOT analysis also you done. That's great.
Yeah, we tried it, and solution. It's more detailed version for the integrated lesson. Next.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for development management. Yeah, this is more detailed part of the. This one in Ecotai. Sample project. This is for pedestrian path. Okay. Some kind of cases all around the world, and yeah, we haven't finished our reference yet. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Neil, thank you very much. Please, Professor Sotgirl, ask question.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was very good job, and I would like to ask some questions. That's just 3 questions. The first one is, are you assessing the landscape design, because you compare the lot of international botanical gardens? So what if you compare this botanical garden with the international garden, so how about the Michel garden in terms of the landscape design? So the second question is, how about the educational or conservation program on this botanical garden? Because you had some interviews from visitors. So are you talk to garden curators or horticultures, some educators? And if you ask an interview from these gardens, curators, horticultures, so what are they said?
Okay. For the second question, we talked one of the workers from Michel, and they're mostly talking like a public awareness. They want visitors can care for plants and all our green area. Especially people want to go every part of the park, but also for the Michel, one of the main difference is, for example, our national park is mostly like for the commercial, but Michel wants to keep their current condition like more like natural. So so that's why because of the public, they need to prevent like some places or some activities there, and so otherwise outdoors workers don't have any feedback for the park, and yeah, also for waste management for the park was good, as we noticed, because there's only 2 feedback from the participants related to waste management, but also public toilet. But it's still, since it's a water zone, they can build any toilet there. It's not allowed under law. Also maybe, but also we discussed last, maybe they can collect, at least they can collect you know, plastic bottles, so not building the you know, how to say this, waste collecting point, just water bottles. So that was these 2 were only some kind of feedback from the workers. And for the first question, I'll ask about my team members. I'll translate to your question. Манайхан ингэсэн байна. Нөгөө нэг олон улсын паркууд аваад ирсэн шүү дээ. Тэгэхээр нөгөө нэг Мишельтэй харьцуулахад ямар төртөө ямар ялгаатай байдал байсан бэ гэдэг чинь. Тэгэхээр тэрэн дээр нэг санаа бодлоо та хэд хэлчих та. Ерөнхийдөө бол нэг ийм байсан тэргээд юу идрээ энтер байгаа яасан шүү дээ, тий. Тэрэн дээр зүгээр одоо Мишель ийм байсан, эсвэл ийм паркууд одоо судалж үзсэн ч юм уу, тий. Тэрэн дээр нэг товч санаагаа хэлчих. Тэгэл ерөнхийдөө баг хэлчих байгаа юм байна.
Okay.
Байна.
Бас нөгөө юу санал асуулга дээр нөгөө цэцэрлэгчдээс ч юм уу тийм ээ. Тэр юу цэцэрлэгч гэдэг хүмүүс байгаад байгаа шүү дээ, хариуцсан. Тийм хүмүүсээс санал асуулга авсан, зөвхөн нөгөө аялж тэнд зугаалж байгаа хүмүүсээс авсан уу гэд сүүлийн асуулт нь тэр байсан тий.
Ер нь бол манайх одоо улсын жишээ төстэй паркууд гэдэг юм бол ер нь яг гол гэсэн нь болохоор нөгөө нэг яг үерээс хамгаалах халгийн тухай хэмэл room дээр ивэргээд Голланд улсад басан бас төсөөтэй тийм парк байсан. Солонгос улсын бас Changyeon Living River Rehun гэдэг Германд басан бас Германы тийм төслийн нэртэй тийм улсад бас адилхан манайхтай төстэй паркууд бас байсан. Тэгээд Японд хамгийн сүүлд нэг ямар ч тач хамгийн их харсан нь болохоор юм бол ер нь room for the river гэдэг Голланд басан тэрнтэй жоохон төстэй.
Thank you very much. Because its time is already over by 5 minutes, so we shall stop here. Thank you very much, members from the second team. So it was a really interesting presentation, and I'm really glad that you proposed not only one innovative solution. You already proposed 5 or 6 solutions, which is very it's kind of very stressful issue when I visited Michel, that pedestrian road and also flat. Thank you very much. And all team members from the second team, please leave our chat.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you
very much.
For the...
Have a nice day.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, I'm going to invite the third team.
Hello.
Yes, okay, so we have all 4 members from the third team. Oh, it's not, they're all 6, it should be 6. Okay, so please, before you start your presentation, please show your face on the screen just for reporting. Turn on your camera. All members. Camera.
Okay.
Тайлангийн зориулда камера асаачаад эргээ унтраач. Гişиг жаргал инх чимэг нэгмэр сонсож байна. Okay. Good, thank you very much. So now you can start your presentation. You have 15-minute presentation and 10 minutes for question and answer.
Okay. How can I?
You can just share.
Can you see my screen? No?
Not yet.
Okay. I have to share. Interesting. Video effect. Yes.
It's actually very easy. You can see the share button next to the red leaf, and then you can share your screen. That's all.
Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see and make it full screen.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Silp Space, and today we are excited to present our project focused on services of river flowing through the city and the green transition of Silp River. Over the past 2 weeks, we've conducted surveys, field studies, and stakeholder researches to develop a solution that combines environmental restoration, public engagement, but also a natural-based infrastructures. First and foremost, I would like to introduce my team members. My name is Tugultur, and I'll be today's speakers on behalf of my team. Throughout the project, I mainly did team management and conducted and developed a questionnaire from the local residents near Silp River. Oran Tux, she's a bachelor student at renewable engineering, and she did an international case study research. Shik Jargal, a bachelor student of environmental science, and she conducted a survey of current work on Silp River and developed a questionnaire on survey of the Silp River. Mingmar Sorum, she conducted a research on ongoing and past projects on the Silp River. Altengiril, she's an IT engineering student in a COSIN program, and she created a poster and overall the design of the project. And last but not least, I would like to introduce Ink Chimuk. She's a student in bachelor's degree, environmental monitoring and assessment. She did a research on the biodiversity of the surrounding area of Silp River. Oh. Okay. First and foremost, I would like to introduce our case study area. Our case study focuses on the Silp River, which flows through the heart of Ulaanbaatar. And the Silp River has become increasingly degraded in recent years due to urbanization, waste accumulation, loss of vegetation, and reduced water flow. But despite all these challenges, it holds enormous potential as a green corridor, providing ecosystem services such as cooling, biodiversity support, improved urban livability, and recreation. I would like to note that since we had a limited amount of time, we shortened our case study area, which is from Peace Bridge until Narni Horadal, total of 1.6 kilometer in length. Now I'd like to talk about current climate conditions near Silp River. The temperature is very cold, minus 25 Celsius to 35 Celsius in winter. In summer, it's short and mild, 15 to 25 Celsius. Wind is often strong, especially in spring, mostly blows from northeast to west, and rain average yearly precipitation is 250 to 350 millimeters, and most rainfalls is summer from June to August. And high pressure and low humidity the air is dry, especially in winter and spring. And I would love for the judges to pay attention to these red dots that I put on this map. These are the locations that is very flood prone, and our case study was next to Altet town and until next to National Park. The current situations of Silb River. I would like to express 5 main key environmental challenges around the Silb River, which is first, reduced river flow and water quality. Over the years, urban development, channelization, and reduced upstream water sources have significantly decreased the Silb River's natural flow. The water quality has degraded due to unfiltered urban runoff, grey water discharge, and lack of refined filtration zones, and so on. Next up is public awareness. Many surrounding residents are unaware of ecological role of the Silb River plays or their own impact on its degradation. Improper waste disposal. Currently, there are very few amount of organized community cleanups, educational signage, or incentive for stewardship. And I would also like to highlight a safety in this public awareness. As you can see in the pictures, there are kids are going down to by using their they are at children's, and it has a safety issues on itself. Current situation and now for biodiversity loss. Urbanization has led to a lot of removal of natural vegetation, shrinking habitat for birds, insects, and riparian plants. Non-native species and stray animals further disrupt the already fragile urban ecosystem along the riverbanks. Next is widespread litter and waste accumulation. Solid waste pollution is one of the most visible and most damaging problems, such as plastic, construction debris, household waste, and even hazardous materials are commonly found along the riverbanks and in the river. And this waste clogs the flow, which causes a foul odor and severely impacts visual and environmental quality. And last, I would like to talk about decline in local biodiversity. Trees and shrubs along the rivers have been cleared for construction or left unmaintained, leading to soil erosion. And without these vegetation buffers, the river becomes more susceptible to flooding, and its ability to filter pollutants is diminished. And because of lack of biodiversity, the increase in thermal stress on it also increases stress on aquatic organisms, and it also worsens the urban heat island effect. So I would like to showcase a research on international urban river similar to our Silb River, which is Changchun Stream, Korea, Seoul. It was originally a natural stream flowing through downtown, and it became highly polluted and covered with concrete due to rapid urbanization in 1950s. And in 2003, and from 2003 to 2005, they did a green urban renewal, which made river flow improved from 5% to 50 to 60%. Flood capacity increased over 100 millimeter per hour. Plant species has been increased. Temperature dropped by 3.6 Celsius. Pedestrian bridges built, and property value rose up by 30% nearby. As for comparison, for our Silb River ongoing projects, I would like to talk about 2 main projects, which is dam build and road, car road and pedestrian road construction. In Korea, there was a green infrastructure, but in Mongolia, in Silb River, there's mostly a gray infrastructures that are built, not a green infrastructure. So it's not doing anything better for the biodiversity, for the ecosystem, and so on. And this is the 21.6 kilometers of roadways and pedestrian pathways along the river that is being built at the moment. As for survey from local residents near Silb River, we conducted a total of 51 person, 28 via paper-based forms, and 23 is online. And most common unsatisfied opinions they had was excessive litter pollution along the riverbanks, unpleasant odors, waste accumulation, and so on. So what we did, for our solution, we had to provide a whole process to better the whole thing, such as urban refinement, greening, low public awareness, public biodiversity, river flow, and so on. By doing this, we are making the ecosystem better overall. If we negate one, or we only focus on one thing, over the years, the effects will begin to be less and less. So that is not a viable option for us. And for solutions, we would want to do an EBS, an environmental baseline study. And in this baseline study, I would like to do a physical environmental study and biological environmental study to study the air quality, climate, hydrology, soil, water, and flora, fauna, biodiversity index, habitat mapping, and invasive species. By doing this, we can able to monitor the following years, and we also can determine what kind of species we will be able to plant and rehabilitate in this case area. For river flow, we will be using an gravel augmentation. Benefits of this gravel augmentation is to improve water flow, channel stability, restores aquatic habitats, supports natural-based solutions, encourages community engagement, education, and enhances river ecology. And as for car road flooding, we would like to use a filter remediation canal for rainwater. Due to excess of waste, the canal has been clogged, and due to this clog, the car roads has been flooded in recent. This is a picture of a few days ago, where there was a excessive amount of rainwater, and by using this filter remediation canal, we will be able to purify the water and put it into our Silp River. And for this method, we can use these for plants that is suitable for our project. Urban refinement greening. As for planting trees and planting bushes, these are the most recommended urban trees and bushes for urban rivers. And after the EBS, we will be able to determine which one is the most recommended and suitable bushes and trees for our case study. Waste management. Effective management of widespread litter and waste accumulation is to increase public waste receptacles, trash bins on every 100 to 150 meters, community cleanup events every 2 to 3 months, and regular waste collection weekly. And lastly, green infrastructure. We would like to implement pedestrian entrance, permeable pavements, underground tunnels, pedestrian lanes, bicycle lanes, car lanes, and bus lanes. So, car lanes. So, estimated future benefits. Optimal tree spacing for urban riverbanks is approximately 6 meters. So in our 1.6 kilometers, we want to plant approximately around 500 to 550 trees in over 1.6 kilometers. And by planting these trees, we will be able to have a tree canopy cover, urban cooling, stormwater absorption, and CO2 captured. Before it was 5%. After 500 trees, it will be 15 to 20. Improvement is 200 to 300%. Urban cooling. Urban cooling effect, tree cover reduces surface temps by 2 to 4 in average, and estimated riverbank temperature drops by 3% on average during summer. And runoff pollution filtration, each mature tree can intercept 500 to 1,000 liters of rainwater per year. And this is the calculation for 375,000 liters per year. And carbon sequestration. Young tree absorbs 10 to 15 kilogram, and 500 trees is equal to 5,000 kilogram of CO2. And as for demo, we did a poster and also a website. You can scan the QR code and you will be able to see our website, which is in QR code. This is only for a demo. And duration of, and lastly, I would like to talk about duration of the project. It would approximately, the whole project would approximately take 3 to 5 years post-implementation. Base editing will take 3 to 6 months. Design permitting will be taking 4 to 8 months. Implementation is 12 to 24 months. And community engagement education campaigns will go monitoringly. And that will be it. Thank you for your attention. Our motto is your river, your voice, our future.
Thank you very much. I thought the previous presentation was most impressive one, but after listening to this one is quite, and I saw that you guys developed some website, yeah?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, can you go back and can I scan the QR code? Just check.
Yes, of course. You can. I can zoom it out if you want.
Okay, just keep the on this slide. Okay, any questions from jury members?
Yeah, not much of question, just a little curiosity. Who exactly would you think as the target audience of your study?
Target audience for our study?
Yeah, you have some nice suggestions. You have like a lot of things done, like you analyze challenges, came up with some best cases examples. To whom you would bring all your findings to discuss the future of Selp River?
So our thought process was, okay, we will make a one big company to, okay, just like a national park of Ulaanbaatar, we will make a one company to handle all the monitoring, all the construction, and afterwards the company can have all the benefits of the said places, so they can do marketing and so on, so they will also benefit from doing this project. So we will make a one big company to handle all of this. And after a couple of years, it will go back to the country, to the Ulaanbaatar city.
Okay, thank you. So next question from Professor Riccardo, Italy.
Yes, thank you, Agi. I was really impressed about this presentation. Very smart and very brilliant presentation. Really, my congratulations. I'm really, again, exactly like Anton. I haven't got any question in particular, but I want to push you in such a kind of, I would say, a reflection. Because according to your presentation, you cited the ongoing impressive project on restoration of Selby River in Ulaanbaatar. But finally, as I understood, you didn't provide any kind of comments or in terms of judgment on the real effect of this future project, because I don't know if you have been in deep in this revival Selby River project, but I think that it could be a kind of, as I understood so far, it would be a kind of very controversial project. But finally, you proposed something very interesting, very effective in my perspective, very effective solution. But what about the relationship between your proposal and the ongoing revival project on Selby River? So it's a question. Finally, it's a question. But it's just for understanding your, I mean, your aptitude to criticize or to have your own opinion about the ongoing project.
So if I understood correctly, you're asking about what's my opinion on ongoing projects and how it will affect my future project. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Something like that. Yeah.
Well, we had this discussion in our team, and like I said, the ongoing projects are not actually a green infrastructure because they're mostly gray infrastructures. So they're building dams, so they're preventing waters to flow out. For us, a green infrastructure, by doing our green infrastructure, we can prevent this water flooding, not by doing a gray infrastructure like building dams, making it higher, but by making the biodiversity better. So it will benefit both of them.
Exactly. Because the main objective of this project is to build reinforced concrete river banks.
Yes.
And probably it's very difficult to identify a kind of nature-based solutions. But that's totally different from your perspective because you propose a totally different solutions for the Selby River. So that's why I think that is very important to criticize and to really get awareness about the ongoing project and what should be the best way for really improving the quality in general of the Selby River. Thank you for your work, really, for your job.
Thank you for your question.
Any questions from jury members? Okay, Sotgeret from Dhaka.
Yeah, it was very active presentation, and I also very happy to creating this website. And the first question is, what is the sustainability, the future sustainability of this dashboard, of this website? And second is, do you have more narrow or more clear recommendation of solution, for example, for scientific institutions, what they are doing? And then second is a recommendation for citizens or recommendation for governors. Do you have more clear recommendation of solution? Do you have?
Okay, thank you for your question. I would say for citizens and for these institutions, like I said, we can't just make the place better. The people's perspective has to also change. We can make the workers work 24 hours, 24/7. They can clean 24/7. But if the citizens constantly throwing out their trashes, they will also, it won't get anywhere. That's my point. The website that we built is to make an awareness, and it is also to make a funding. Because when we were doing a survey around the Silb River, there was a multiple people that said that we would want to make an event. We want to clean this place like with 3 to 2 months, and we want to donate money. So this website is for that purpose, to have a social awareness and to also have a funding for this project as well. And to make a people's perspective better, I also the daily daily trash monitoring, everything has to be together. For example, the citizens will clean up the river with 2 to 3 once in 2-3 months, but it will get dirty in like 3 weeks. if that happens time to time, the citizens will be like, oh, what's the point of cleaning this river if it's gonna be dirty again in 3 weeks? In 3 weeks. To avoid that feeling, we have to have a steady monitoring of waste management and waste accumulation points. And as for the governments, I'm sorry, I don't really have any say on that matter. And as for institutions, we will be encouraging to do these kind of events in 2 to 3 months. That is our solution.
Thank you very much. So because we're already running out of time, so I have only one question. And after that, I would like to say one surprising word. So can you show me that slide about that peat remediation?
Okay. Yeah, of course.
So there was something.
Yes, this one.
Yeah, between river and is it
this one?
Pito? No. It just passed.
The remediation.
Yeah, that's one. Okay, it's kind of channel. So what you said, phyto remediation canal. Where can we plant the trees? Phyto means some kind of plant biological remediation.
Yes, phytoremediation. So in this canal, we will plant a water-based plants, which is water lettuce, water hyacinth, and these plants possess the ability to purify the water. And as you can see, if we put our phytoremediation next to these walls, the water will be purified and it will go to the rivers and it will feed the Silb River with purified water. That is our thought process.
Yes, that's really, it's kind of brilliant idea that also you're showing that on your slide there's a non-native species and also native species.
Yes.
Is it right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. And it's time's ending. So thank you very much, all team members of third team who worked the Silb River. It was quite impressive and a very interesting presentation. And now it's time to leave all the members of the third team.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Have a great night as well.
За 3 дугаар багийн уулзалтаас гараарай. Мега.
Thank you guys, and goodbye.
Okay, welcome to our hackathon during meeting and day. So now it's the team number 4 that worked on the topic on Tule River. So please make your face visible. Camera on only for reporting. The camera sagara reporting zarudat. Durdur bagakhan. Okay. So who going to present? And he or she now start the presentation for sharing a PPT. Thank you, guys. And now you can just turn off camera. Stick to Ихтгэл хэн тавих юм танахаас?
Би таних шээ. Share хийж байна.
За шеэрлээрэй.
Share хийж болох байх юм. Хүсэлт дэлгэх хэрэгтэй юу?
Үгүй ээ. Шууд болох хэрэгтэй наадсан. Өмнөх багууд болж байгаа чи хажуудлын тэр share гэдэг баатан дээр дараал скринээ share хий. За ихтгэл тавьж байгаа хүмүүсээс бусдын бүгдээрээ камера хаачаарай. Яг л ачаал жоохон ацсах юу гарч ирээд байгаа. Okay, now we can see your presentation. Please go ahead.
Okay, hello. Good day, our teachers and students. Where the urban green transition. Энэ яаж багтлаа? Urban green transition and positive and negative existences of urban rivers, a case study of the Tall River in Ulaanbaatar. Our team aims to identify the positive and negative issues facing the Tall River and create new solutions that will have the positive impact on environmental, society, and economy. Our team consists of the 5 members and 3 master students and 2 bachelor students. Mentor teacher is Ricardo Privitera. My name is Mint Charles, and I would like to introduce myself on behalf of the members of team. And we conducted field survey on June 19 and 20. We identified 4 main points, depending on the interest and exit to Tall River. 4 main point is Yarmouth Bridge and Zessen Bridge, Marshall Bridge, and Binder Bridge. We met with people working and relaxing at this point and filled out questionnaires. We also measured water quality, such as the pH and water flow velocity, in order to determine the factor affecting in positive and negative existences of the Tall River. We traveled 70 kilometers of the Yarmouth Bridge to Binder Bridge and identified business, individuals, and recreational green spaces offering the City. And questionnaire surveys is a total 25 people participated in the public opinion survey. Of these people, they answered that water pollution could occur due to the addition of waste and sewage to Tall River's water quality was circulated. Based on the field research and other sources, we identified five environmental and social issues. First, flood risk, dirt green infrastructure, and toilets. Fourth, waste management. Fifth, people selling shish kebabs. And in 2025, a large-scale flood occurred in Ulaanbaatar city as a result in Tol River water level rose, flooding nearby households and a building. Although flood protection dam, bicycle paths, jogging paths, and the green spaces were built in terms of the green infrastructure, the conditions for using them were not very favorable. There was only one toilet for the 50 kilometers. However, this toilet was often pit toilet. This was located in 110 kilometers from the Tol River in the flood pond area. Therefore, there is a high probability of toilet waste entering in Tol River during flood years. A lot of open waste is generated near a Tol River, and these wastes only create unpleasant conditions for people to walk and relax along the river bank, but also have the negative impact of being entangled in the food for animals. Although the people selling skewers operate with permit, and the parking lots accurate, and smoke from the barbecues is the disturbing in comfort of people. Then ecosystem services of river flood protection levies and positive and negative impacts. And ecosystem services and is regulating services and cultural services, providing services. Regulating services is flood risk reduction, erosion control, groundwater recharge regulation. Cultural services is public safety and risk perception, recreation and aesthetic value. Provisioning services is land protection for human use. Ecosystem services, hydrological description, biodiversity impacts, structural vulnerability, reduce the ecosystem multifunctionality. Hydrological description is disconnected from natural floodplains, altered sediment transport, and biodiversity impact is habitat loss and barrier to species migration. Structural vulnerability is a valley failure risk. Then solution is this is the whole empty space and the top, the floor dam can be used. Maybe this is with the calmly drawing. We didn't have the much time, so Android is the best could. But I believe that it conveys in the main idea. Make me look. And levies advantages of the green infrastructure on the flood embankment and greening levies will have the following positive impacts. One is improves air quality and reduces urban heat island effect and management stormwater and reduces flood risk and promotes human mental health and physics and encourages community engagement and social cohesion. And second issue is the waste. We are the solution is a smart trash bin. When this trash bin is full and sensor on top, the trash can be in the gravity sensor in the bottom, and the trash can will activate and notify you that the trash is full. This sensor also work in the help of the solar panels. Advantage is improves the waste collection efficiency and reduces overflow in the littering and enhances data-driven decision making, reduces operational costs in the carbon emissions, supports public hygiene in the urban cleanliness. And green spaces entrances and exits along the Toll River. Along the banks of the Toll River, there are the 3 green parks, 2 rest areas, and 2 entrances and exits. This is very lacking, and this is not enough. The green space and provide shape for jogging trails and the people to rest. A jogging path in the bike path and have been provided on the levees, but this is not fully met people's comfort needs. Therefore, there are 3 locations were identified that could be developed in the green spaces. If you plan in the location of the scaver vendors in this area, people who come to relax will be opportunity to park in their cars. Thank you for attention.
Okay, thank you very much. Your presentation was much faster than previous teams. So any question? Attila, please.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. You just showed these 3 empty lots. Who owns these? And do you think they would be interested to do any sort of green redevelopment?
So did you understand the question? Please give answer. Attila, can you ask again because there is some internet interruption?
Yeah, so these 3 empty lots, they just showed in the last slide. Who owns these 3 lots, and would they be interested in, doing any kind of redevelopment in this direction?
Anyone from the team can answer. Асуултанд хариулах багийн гишүүн байна уу?
Минийх тэр бүр асуултанд
I'm answering. Where they use it, it will be used for resting and picnic and 3 places in the shelter.
Okay. Next question from Riccardo, Italy.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Agi. Okay, my question for you is that as you realized during the field trip, during the field survey in the Tool, alongside the Tool River, you realize that the Toul River, just exactly in the sector that is crossing the city of Lambator, has a very particular situation because it is only accessible and kept just alongside the north side of the river, but to the south front, the river is totally inaccessible because of there are some private properties that are totally blocking the access to the Toul River. So my question for you is, do you think that this could be considered a problem, a limitation, or not? So I would like to know your opinion about this point, because it's a kind of asymmetric, it's not symmetric, the situation between the two sides of the rivers. The north side is accessible, the south side is totally blocked. So I would like to get your opinion about this point.
Just before the answer, I think for the record, I think from the south side, not everything is that terrible, but yeah.
Асуултаа ойлгосноо манайхаа?
Тааш орчуулаад өгөх боломжтой болов?
За. Голын одоо өөрөөр хэлбэл урдлын хэсгээсээ буюу хотын төвөөсөө туул гол руу очиход тийм айгу одоо not accessible буюу одоо хүрэх ер нь боломжгүй. Ягаад гэвэл хувийн хаавс өндөр барилгууд, үерийн хамгаалтын далан гэхэд баригдсан байдаг. Хойд талаасаа буюу зайсан талаасаа илүү нөгөө хүрэх боломжтой. Тэгэхээр энэ тал дээр чи юу гэж бодож байна? Өөрөөр хэлбэл туул голд тэр хүрэх боломжийг яаж нэмэгдүүлэх вэ гэж?
Шууд монголоор хариулчих болох уу?
За тэгээд
бид болохоор одоо нэг тэр газруудаар явхад нэг зөвшөөрлгүй одоо тэмцэж болохоор аялал жуулчлалын зорилттойгоор нэг газар бол эзэмшүүлж болоод байгаа шүү дээ. Тэнгууд хувийн эзэмшлийн газрууд айгүйх байсан. Зөвшөөрлөхгүй одоо нэг хуулиндаа зөвшөөрөгдөөгүй гэх юм уу? Тэр газруудыг чөлөөлөх бас нэг юу гаргаж хэрэгтэй байх гэж бодсон. Тэгээд энэ дээр одоо энэ дээр харагдаж байгаа шлэн дээр яг доотлын зурган дээр энэ бол дандаа хувийн эзэмшлийн газрууд байгаа байхгүй юу? Энэ хэсгийг ингээд чөлөөлж өгвөл бас зөв юм болов гэж бас харсан.
Okay, so she answered that it's actually it's really true that it's not accessible from the north side, and from south side it's quite accessible, but to increase the accessibility to the Toul River can, because of on the slide it's showing that this is the private owned parcels, so but it's legally it's not allowed to that build this kind of private houses near the river. So these houses can be removed, and then accessibility to the river can be increased.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, за содоо монголоор асуугаа явцсан дээр шүү найдны багаас.
Тэгээ. За ер нь бол туул голын орчимд төрөл бүрийн газар ашиглалтын төрлүүд байгаа. Тэгэхээр гол ч өөрөө хязгаарлалтын янз бүрийн бүсүүдтэй энэ бол усны тухай хуулийн дээр энэ хязгаарлалтын бүсүүд байгаа. Тэгэхээр та эдийн презентацийн дээр одоо юу гэдгийг ийм төрлийн ялангуяа нөхөн нойл тийм ээ. Ийм нөхөн нойл маш их хор охирол учруулж байна гэж гарсан. Тэгэхээр магадгүй тэр хязгаарлалтын бүс дотор энэ газар ашиглалтууд, энэ саяын тэр нөхөн нойл гэдэг хилээд байгаа зүйлүүд яг байна уу? Магадгүй байгаль орчинд ээлтэй бус одоо юу гэдгийг цэвэрлэх байгууламж байхгүй ч юм уу ийм амралтын газрууд байна уу? Яг ийм одоо төрлийн магадгүй хууль эрхцсэн хувьд зөрчилсөн тийм үйлдэлүүдийг илрүүлсэн тийм судалгаа хийж үзсэн үү? За ийм л ганц асуулт асууя юу?
За монголоор хариулж явчих болно.
За баярлалаа. Бид хуулийн судалгаа хийсэн. Тэгэхэд бол нэг хамгаалтын бүс, ингийн хамгаалалттай бүс, онцгой хамгаалалттай бүс гээд 50-200 метрээр тогтоож өгч байгаа юм.
Тэнгууд одоо бид түрүүн хэлсэн шүү дээ 15 км ингээд замын турш явхад нэг ил нойлоос ингээд тэр ил нойл нь болохоор юунаас голоос 110 м-ийн зайд буюу ингийн амгалтай бүстэй онцгой амгалтай бүстэй бас орчиж байгаа юм. Тэнгууд энэ нь өөрөө одоо нэг үерийн одоо гол үерсэн үед тэр нойл руу одоо нэг ус ороод тэр бохирдол нь буцаагаад гол руу орох тийм магадлал бас үүсэж байгаа юм.
За баярлалаа. Хинэ ихтгэлээ зогсоогоод тайлангаа харуул та. Тэгээд нэг жоохон үүлгээд явуулж болно. За минь жаргал нэмэлт хариулт өгч байгаа хийж болно шүү. Агийн бус гишүүдийн зүгээс нэмж хэлэх зүйл байвал та бүхэн дахиад 4 минут байна.
Багшаа би шууд ярьж байна тий. Бид нөгөө нэг зайсангийн тэрнгээр явж байхад бас яг нэг ажилч нь
Харагч нь өгшөө.
Харагдсан байл. Тайлангаа жоохон доош нь удаан гүйлгээд харуулчих. Бид нар нөгөө тэндээс шинжлэх ухааныхын үндслүүг нь хараадах. Okay, thank you very much. Anton, you have a question?
Yeah, I just had a partly question, partly remark. That was all in all very interesting presentation, but also the report looks nice. But I'm still feeling that I'm a little bit missing on the problem identification here. What exactly kind of issue you are dealing with? So yeah, we'll just try to understand what's bad about the current situation and like what all in all a kind of broad class of solutions is applicable. Because my understanding that that's exactly what you do, but then it's kind of a little bit not what Hackathon is for. So like I was expecting some kind of more specific issues to be identified and addressed. Because like Tool River is quite a big one. I mean, it's a big river, and you know, it crosses the whole city. Like can be a little bit too ambitious to try to deal with everything wrong happening there. I do have like any observations to share in this respect?
Okay. It was kind of comment.
No, I'm curious. I'm also curious, like, what was the driver for coming up with this format of hackathon report? I mean,
yeah, hackathon.
Yeah, I heard so many challenges identified, and you know, like a little bit chaotic list of solutions suggested. So was it like the reason that you didn't see like any particular problem that was of the greatest interest to you, or like why exactly you came up with this kind of
report, you mean?
Reporting, yes.
Yes, reporting is actually, it's just the same as the presentation, which is all the criteria should be visible from the report. And then I asked from the students, because of making presentations quite, like more like picture and drawing and more interesting, and the report writing is also different type of academic writing that they should reference, and more like text should be included in this, and also identify this issues and raise some innovative solutions. So the report is quite good, identified the issues, but in case of solutions, some kind of I'm still missing.
Yeah, it's very comprehensive in terms of the problem identification phase.
Okay, yes. Anyone from the team can add more points if you have. If not, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Super. Okay.
So
Хэлсэн байл хэлээрэй.
манайх нөгөө угаасаа яг асуудал аягүй харж чадсан. Тэгээд solution дээр болохоор яг асуудал болгон дээр бисээ илүү нөгөө яг одоо хийж болох үз нөгөө юг одоо саналуудыг төвшүүлсэн баггүй юу. Тэгээд тэрийгээ одоо нэг яг иймэрхүү байдлаар харуулад явсан байна. Тэгээ хамгийн их төлөвлөсөн юм нөгөө манайх ч одоо нөгөө туулгуудаас аягүй үер болдог болохоор далангуудаа аягүй одоо ингэж нөгөө ногоон байгаа думжтай байгаа. Тэнд ингээд ер нь экосистемийн эрг үйлчлэг байдлаар нь шийдэж өгье гэдэг дээр аягүй төлөвлөсөн гэх юм уу?
Окей.
Тэгээ нэг нэмэлт хэлэхэд нөгөө гарцны асуудал айгүй нэг бага байсан учраас энэ далангууд дээр бас давхар нэг хүмүүс гол руугаа орох тиймэрхүү гарцыг бас давхар шийдэж өгвөл нөгөө хүмүүст ч гэсэн хэрэгтэй байх болоо гэд гарцыг бас давхар шийдэж өгөх талаар бас ер нь оролцсон.
Зөв тэр нөгөө шат хийсэн байж тээ. Шаттай. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much. So that's the end of our given time. So thank you very much for them members from the fourth team. So now you can leave our meeting and we will let you know the final results within tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
За дөрөвдүгээр группийн гарч иж болно. За 5 дугаар группээс нэг л хүн байна, тийм ээ?
Манайхаас бараг бусд нь орж амжихгүй юм шиг байна.
За окей. So
I'll be all alone, I guess.
So there is only one team left, number 5.
Good.
And yeah, there's only one team member is going to present. The rest of them is not visible here. So anyway, it's good that you can hear. So please start your presentation. You have 15 minutes and question and answer. Share your screen.
Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no, from the start. Okay. Good evening to everyone, and I am presenter for last team, Team 5. Our chosen project was like Ulaanbaatar Park, and yeah, there's only me from our team because apparently our rest of the members are busy with their personal problems. So yeah. So this is our team. Little bit of introduction is and yeah. So this is our problems. first of all, our park was like pretty much very problemless because like this is a brand new park and it was like it was built up with the help of Rio Tinto, which is like big mining company and has a lot of financial freedom. And so because of that, our problem was like very miniature. Yeah. So only visible problem there was like toilet schedule, because the toilet schedule is like from 7 a.m. to 22 p.m., which was fine, but most of the visitors that goes to Ulaanbaatar Park was actually adult people who's like finished their work, and the working ending schedule was like usually 6 to 8 p.m. And when the people like finish their work and was at the park, usually the toilet is like closed all the time. Yeah, and that was the problem number one. And second of all, the trash bin. There was no trash, but however, there was like only 3 to 4 trash bins in like for all the land, and the land calculation was like 10.2 square meter. Was it something like that? And there was only 3 trash bins in this big land, and people was like complaining about having not many trash bins, and because of that, people was like having a little bit of concern because they don't know how to like throw away their trashes. And since you cannot actually throw the trashes like to the ground, they have to walk all the way across to the trash bin just to like throw their trashes away, and that was a little problem to them, the visitors. And third, the last problem was like about the information about the park, because there's no such like big public information about this park on their legal side. However, there's like a lot of information about the Rio Tinto itself, how it's created and what's their big projects going on, and about the Oyutala, there's like so many informations about them, but it was like so less information about the park that they built it. So here's our little solution for the little problems. First of all, we have make the toilet 24/7 because you see the toilets. A toilet, like there's like 2 toilets from the big place, 10.2 square meter place, and there was only 2 toilets. But however, the security guarding, security, all the cameras running, and the security place was like literally next to the toilet, and there would be no problem if the toilet was like 24/7, since the security is like literally next to them. So plus we could have more job applications would be much better. And since it's 24/7, it will be needed more of the security and more of the cleaning. So there will be more of the job opportunities. And second of all, we had the solution of affordable mini charm bags. Since like there's only 3 to 4 big trash cans through all the land, we come with the solution that if everybody has like this little mini bags and charm little mini bags, they would have no problem, holding their keeping their trashes. Yeah. And third of our solution was make a website. Since there was like 2 of our team members are from IT engineering, so there will be no problem making a website. And there will be more information about this website on the next slide. So yeah. Here is the product and the services. This is our little version of the park, the site that we're working on. And since we are only like 3rd semester going on, so we're like, they don't have any like that much of information, much of the knowledge to make this whole website. So I think we're able to make this website in at least in 1 month. So this is like literally just like a little bit of the hint right over here. This is like demo version. The site is not fully finished yet, And yeah, so on the side here, you can see here we have home and home page and about little page and the highlights and the map and the feedback and the caution little sections over here. And each section has their own little informations and own little sections that you can actually visit. And yeah. And then about the bag that we're talking about is like these little mini bags, and they look like they're fruits, and they can actually be designed into it can have multiple other designs, such as like animal printing or like this fruit-like key or anything you like, and it can be reusable and it has like multi-purpose. It's not only for like keeping your trashes, but it also can use for like grocery bag, you know. And it's also reusable, as you can read. And it also can act like as a bag charm. So the impact of these two products is like there will be time and space usage. For example, the time is, you don't have to like look and search for this park's information, because there, as I said before, there is no such thing as like public information of the park. So there will be like people will like lose a lot of time searching for the information about the park. But if we made this site, there will be no such thing as like that. And as you saw before, there's like we try to keep a lot of information in the site, so you don't have to go through other sites. You know, this site will be maintained and keep all information you will need. And also you can also write your own feedback if you have any like concern about the park. So yeah. And of course, the space usage, as you can see, the little bag that we told you about is like little. I can also work as a little charm. So therefore, it is very tiny. You know, it can be foldable and it's very tiny. So you don't have to hold a really big bag to, you know, like going everywhere. Plus, you don't have to actually hold it, because since it's a charm, and you can actually like keep it from your little bag or little traveling big or suitcase, you know, whatever you have, you can just like, you know, connect it, and you don't have to actually hold the bag itself. No matter what's inside of it, you don't have to actually hold it. You just need to like connect it to your bag or whatever you have right in the moment. So it will be no time and space consuming. And plus, there is no age restriction. Anyone can use our bag and anyone can use our site. So yeah, and it has a good scalability. Our site can be actually has a lot of, you can update it many times. You can add more if we want, but for now, this is only thing we have at the moment. And it can be a lot updated in the further. So yeah, and also our bag has a good scalability. It can be not it's only like this product is only like came out for like our little park, so therefore it can be like get bigger like for like everyone, you know, like it can be like it's our own brand. It can be own brand. It has like this opportunity to become its own brand, and not only for the park, but for now this is just the idea for like little park. So it has a good scalability, can be turned into real business idea. And this is a little information about financial needs. If we and as you can see, we don't have any actually that much of financial needs, and only needs we need right now is for the bag only. So this is only the needs for the bag. And there's two ways, and one of them is to be imported. And if we import it, this is all in dollars, by the way, because it's obviously it's imported. So we can turn into Tobruk, you know, but yeah, here's information about being imported, and this is for the 5,000 bags only. And the reason why it's only 5,000 bags is like, for now, this little bag is only used in our park. I mean, it's reusable, so whoever bought the bag can use it many times as they want. So yeah. So as you can see, the cost estimate example for 500 bag is bags from suppliers. It's cost 8 cents to $4,000, $400, and shipping and rail costs $100 to $150, and import tax includes $50 to $80, and total cost will be $600 to $650, $100. And if we sell it, 5,500 turuk, we can actually make a profit about 1,000 turuk per bag. So the more we sell it, the more you can actually find the profit. And if you can actually produce it locally, but if we produce it locally, we will actually need to run factories, and we will need a lot of laboring. And yeah, and this little section is here for produce it locally. So this one has this one costs more than the imported version, because since we're making them, and we actually designed this, calculated this calculated cost is all like, if we make it all eco, as you can see, the fabric cost is all recycled polyesters, and we actually designed and think about this all, if we produce it all environmental friendly. Yeah, this is all if we produce it environmental friendly. So this will cost. If we sell it for 6,000 turuk to 8,000 turuk, the profit will be 2,200 turuk per bag. So it's not about the finding profit, but yeah, since we're making and producing them, we need to find a little bit of profit. And yeah, and this is all for Rio Tinto, I guess. And yeah, this is pretty much it. And we actually have a report card, but however, one of our team members is not here, and he used to he's supposed to write all the report. We actually have asked a lot of people about their concerns about the parks, and we have a lot of reports, but however, he's not sending his report, so I don't have any further information though, but I will answer y'all's questions if you have one. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, sorry, my microphone was muted. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, just for our jury members for information. So 15 is the youngest team, which consists of age of 15 and 16. So, so therefore, it's quite impressive. They still trying to understanding what we have discussed, and green and blue infra and eco, those kind of. And I'm really happy that, and also I'm really glad that you young guys to coming here to joining our summer school hackathon to being a member of this big team. Thank you. Yeah. So any question, Attila?
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. And I think this was a tough team. That you try to turn it into kind of a small scale, possible, even profitable little business intervention. My question is, you mentioned that the survey that you did is not available now, but what was your, how would you, did you do any market research on, would people buy this? Is this something that people would spend money on? Have you had any conversations about that kind of, this kind of stuff with the visitors?
I really cannot hear what he's saying. I think is it my internet or his internet? It's very glitchy, and I cannot hear questions at all.
Attila, your internet has very weak. Even I cannot hear that there's a lot of interruption. So maybe you can write if it's possible. Or maybe can you ask again very slowly?
No, I think my internet is bad. Sorry.
Yeah, your internet has a big problem. Okay. Anyone has another question and comments for our young generation? Ricardo, please.
Yes, thank you. Only just a comment, a very positive comment, I would say, because the work of this group is a clear example of how it is possible to make a very good job focusing on a specific topic. Okay, probably the topic is quite narrow because I'm sure that the Ulaanbaatar Park maybe has different kind of issues, but they were very well focused on some very specific and even if narrow problems, and they will be able they have been able to really focus and then to go straight to the solution and the economic evaluation and so on. So my compliment for this capability, I mean, to stay focused on a specific topic and to develop very well this topic. So thank you. Thank you for your contribution to the summer school, really.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anton, please.
Yeah, I had remark in quite the same vein. I mean, it's a little bit challenging case for it's brand new park, and you cannot see many problems there. It was quite smartly designed, and Rio Tinto paid a lot of money for it. Yeah, it was really clever of you to pick up although small but very specific issue and try to figure out what to do. And I guess Attila wanted to ask what would you see this in terms of a business opportunity? How maybe some kind of small business can be established, and if you had a specific business model in mind for such a enterprise.
I mean, for now it's business, I guess, but it's already like common in like countries, like big countries, like big Asian countries like Japan and Korea, such as Chinese, China, and it's very commonly because there's this like community thing, because like if you actually travel through Korea or China or Japan, there's actually no many such a thing as like a lot of trash bins. So all of the people there actually carry these little mini bags from their bag. Litter they have, and a little bit of whatever, the something you drink or something you ate, you have a little bit of trash, then you just like pop up your little purse and you have like this mini little bags that actually have like shapes, for example, like strawberry or banana or whatever the shape you like, and they just like open up and it turns into like literally working little tiny little trash bins. So people just like put their trashes in there and they just like hold them or just like connected to their bag and until they find like big trash bin. And so it's commonly used in Korea. Yeah, so we just like had a little bit of inspiration from Korea, I guess. Since if we actually put like a lot of trashing being throughout the whole park, there will be like people in Mongolia are actually like very not have this common sense to like put more trashes if the trash bin is full. So people just like put more trash even though it's already full, So the more the trash bins are there, the more the litter will come out. So since that there's this problem, it will be more efficient to like keep it low as possible, because even though the park has only 3 to 4 trash cans throughout the whole land, there is no litter. Like there is no trash you can actually find there. So it's actually working. So yeah. And since it's working that well, we just have a little bit of encouraging people. But like, there's still like little bit of feedbacks coming from people. Like there's two little trash cans. Like where do I put the trash? And then blah 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 blah. There's like we actually like asked 100 or 200 people with it, like maximum 200 people. We actually stayed in the park from like 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. We just go there and ask from people like, do you have any feedbacks from the park? We asked it for the whole afternoon or full morning. And all people said was like about the trash cans and about the toilets. So even though there is no trashes in the land, but still people are concerned about like having no trash, like having that many trash cans. But and to that, our solution was like, oh, well, since people are not throwing any trashes away, but still need some, place to keep their trashes, then maybe this little bag will actually work. And since it's multi-purpose, you don't have to like actually put your trashes only. You can use it for like grocery, or you can even use it as a bag if you want to. So it's like actually multi-purpose, and you can actually use it for like bag charms if you want to. And yeah, whenever you need some bag or you need the space to put your stuff in it, it will be there for you. So it's actually multi-purpose, and it's actually very good. So yeah. And it can turn into big business. Since it's only like produced in Asian countries, like big Asian country like China and Korea, when there's no production at all in Mongolia, so there will be no competition. So if it turn into big business, there will be no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I really like the line of thought, but it's kind of tragic that the group of such young participants already has such big problems that prevent them from attending the presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. And I also seen that your team has like 5 members initially, and then reduced 4, and at the end you are standing alone. The female is standing alone. I'm really appreciate your bravery to trying to save your team, just still you're alone. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
But can you just send me your PPT, because I just received link. It's not downloadable. You can just send the PPT through Facebook chat.
Okay, got it.
Okay, I don't have any question, comments.
And yeah, we actually had like this a lot of research work, and we actually had like this lot of page of or work, but somehow I think one of our member forget to send it, and he said it's already ready, but I guess he forgot to send me. So yeah, all I have is this PPT, and I don't have any further information at all. And yeah. Where do I share it?
Okay, so if there is no more question, comments, so thank you, Inklen, Miss Inklen, and to presenting your team or your presentation. Anyway, and your English is very good. I'm happy that at least you can learn English from this young age very well. And yeah, so now it's time to, so you can leave our chat group now, and we will inform you the final result within the next 2 days.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, jury members, please score, write your scores.
I'm ready, Agi. I have already done.
Yeah, me too. I'm ready. I have done.
I sent you the scores in Messenger. I won't be able to edit the document. I'm from phone and I'm boarding the plane.
Okay.
So now we are missing Anton's score. Attila has already gave me some idea through chat because of he's in airport and it's unable to going through our shared file. But this, yeah, Attila, I received your chat, and then hope we can almost the same thought that you have.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I sent you also this comment, but I would suggest that regardless of the winning team, maybe the students who we invite to Italy could be the ones that did the presentations, because they were team leaders anyway and they speak good English. So it's a very safe choice and quite easy to justify also. But I leave it up to you to decide about this.
Okay. So we will consider your suggestion, but I think it's almost yes.
Yeah, so I finished trading.
Okay, so I'm going to, I think it's now we're all done scoring. I'm going to share. So this part is I don't need to record. Stop the recording.
No, you don't need.
Yes, stop.